for yogurt, partly because of the fluorescent orange tulips around the birches, partly because of the secrecy of our smiles take on before people and statuary. It's hard to believe when I'm with you that there can be anything as still, as solemn, as unpleasantly definitive as statuary, when right in front of it, in the warm New York 4 o'clock light, we are drifting back and forth between each other, like a tree breathing through its spectacles. And the portrait show seems to have no faces in it at all, just paint. And you suddenly wonder why in the world anyone ever did them. I look at you, and I would rather look at you than all the portraits in the world, except possibly for the Polish writer occasionally. And anyway, it's in the Frick, which, thank heavens, you haven't gone to yet, so we can go together the first time. And the fact that you move so beautifully more or less takes care of futurism. Just as at home, I never think of the nude descending a staircase, or at a rehearsal, a single drawing of Leonardo or Michelangelo that used to wow me. And what good does all the research of the Impressionists do them when they never got the right person to stand near the tree when the sun sank? Or, for that matter, Marino Marini, when he didn't pick the rider as carefully as the horse. It seems they were all cheated of some marvelous experience, which is not going to go wasted on me, which is why I'm telling you about it. I love you.
Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Pamela. And now we'll have an exchange of vows. I will note that while Robert and Calvin are already married in the eyes of the law, indeed, Robert would not be here with us otherwise. They wish to exchange vows again in front of their friends and family. Calvin,
Yes.
are you ready, without reservation,
Yes.
to make, renew, and repeat the vows that joined you in marriage to Robert?
Absolutely.
Robert. Robert, are you ready, without reservation, to make, renew, and repeat the vows that joined you in marriage to Calvin?
I am.
Robert and Calvin, facing each other, please join hands to repeat and renew your marriage vows. Calvin, would you please after me?
Yes.
I, Calvin Irving Phillips,
I, Calvin Irving Phillips,
take you, Robert Jeffrey Maxwell Skilleter,
take you, Robert Jeffrey Maxwell Skilleter,
to be my husband, soulmate, and best friend for life.
to be my husband, soulmate, and best friend for life.
To love you always,
To love you always,
both through our similarities
both through our similarities
and through our differences.
and through our differences,
To weather whatever ocean
to weather whatever ocean
or continent
or continent
or circumstance separates us,
or circumstance separates us,
as we already have.
as we already have.
To forever treasure that special bond between us,
To forever treasure that special bond between us,
and to hold you close in my heart
and to hold you close in my heart
as we open this new chapter
as we open this new chapter
in the story of our lives together.
in the story of our lives together.
Robert, would you please repeat after me? I, Robert Jeffrey Maxwell Skilleter,
I, Robert Jeffrey Maxwell Skilleter,
take you, Calvin Irving Phillips,
take you, Calvin Irving Phillips,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
soulmate,
soulmate,
and best friend for life.
and best friend for life.
To love you always,
To love you always,
both through our similarities
both through our similarities
and through our differences.
and through our differences.
To weather whatever ocean
To weather whatever ocean
or continent
or continent
or circumstance separates us,
or circumstance separates us,
as we already have.
as we already have.
To forever treasure that special bond between us
To forever treasure that special bond between us
and to hold you close in my heart
and to hold you close in my heart.
as we open this new chapter,
As we open this new chapter
the story of our lives together.
in the story of our lives together.
Robert and Calvin have followed tradition by marking their marriage with an exchange of wedding rings. As part of today's celebration, they've decided to once again exchange these tokens of their love. The wedding ring is a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, and no receiver. For each is the giver and each is the receiver. May your wedding rings always remind you of the declarations you have made to each other in the past, present, and future. Greer, may we have the wedding rings, please?
One for you, sir. One for you, sir.
Calvin, please place the ring on the third finger of Robert's left hand and repeat after me.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
You've got this. You've got this.
There we go. There we go.
Robert, I give you this ring
Robert, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
as a symbol of our marriage
and return it to you as a sign
and return it to you as a sign
that our bond is further strengthened
that our bond is further strengthened
by today's celebration.
by today's celebration.
I promise to love, cherish, and comfort you
I promise to love, cherish, and comfort you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Wear it with pride
Wear it with pride
and